In other news, President Obama has a plan to open up areas of the nation's federally owned waters to oil and natural gas drilling in the Atlantic Ocean. Parts of the plan is expected to include leases off the southern Atlantic states, including Virginia and both North and South Carolina. The governors of those states support offshore drilling. Opening the eastern seaboard to oil companies is a prize the oil industry has been working towards for decades. This comes just days after President Obama called on Congress to expand protection of Alaska's Arctic refuge. Oil and gas drilling is prohibited on 12 million acres. The area includes 1.4 million oil-rich acres along the coast. Both proposals are part of the Interior Department's latest 5-year plan that they want to implement. The department wants to sell federal leases for oil and gas development from the years 2017 to 2022. The plan is subject to months of public hearings and could be revised, but it does not require congressional approval. Environmentalists think the proposal is simply inviting another possible BP disaster of sorts. Dr. Reese Halter, conservation biologist at the Muse School and author of Shepherding the Sea, joins us tonight to discuss this. Doctor, good to have you with us tonight again. Could this offshore drilling in the South Atlantic invite another disaster like we have seen down in the Gulf? And how serious would the risk be to our coast if this plan is implemented?
Absolutely. Good evening, Ed. The fact that we're even considering going in there is outrageous. Absolutely a disaster can happen. Look, the more times we get stuck into drilling, the more chances accidents happen. Now, let me tell you why every American should care. 1 in 3 Americans suffer from pain. Ed, the strongest pain, heart, and cancer medicines come from our oceans. Going into the ocean, which, by the way, is very ill, going in to drill jeopardizes our drugs. It jeopardizes our health. And by the way, the oceans are the main life support system for our planet. What's going on here?
Well, how the drilling techniques, would this be deep water drilling similar to what we have seen down in the Gulf Coast, or would this be shallow water drilling where if there was a problem, they'd be able to get to it quickly?
Look, a variety of that. There's deep drilling, there's shallow drilling, there's this sonic sonar slaughter that sends pulses at 252 decibels into the ocean every 10 seconds nonstop for 2 months that kills millions of creatures. The thing of it is, Ed, we've got to begin to seriously distance ourselves from fossil fuels. Capitulating here, going back to the old ways, that's not the future. We've got between 1,300 and 1,600 sperm whales in the Gulf of Mexico that are the sickest whales ever sampled on our planet, post-BP. Come on.
Now, why would it be okay to drill off the South Atlantic coast, off of Virginia, off of North and South Carolina, but not okay to do it in the Arctic? What's the difference?
There is, you're asking me, I would say there is no difference. The difference is we're making concessions in an area that there should be no concessions. Around the world, in the last 18 months, the viewers have to understand, we've had disasters in Brazil, in the North Sea, and off Nigeria. We've had mass strandings. Look, when these pulses go into the water, in Brazil, we had 900 long-beaked dolphins dead, their eardrums shattered. In Madagascar, when they were doing this, 100 melonhead whales dead, their eardrums shattered. It is a horrid death. But besides which, these are heat-trapping gases that we're adding to an overheated atmosphere. And look, by all accounts, what we can plan for is more extreme droughts, more intense precipitation events, and where and when are we going to begin to future-proof our planet for our children and our grandchildren? Ed?
Well, that's an excellent question, because President Obama is pursuing an aggressive climate change agenda. And so this would send a mixed signal, no question about it. For years, the oil and gas industry has tried to do some drilling off the South Atlantic, and it should be pointed out that this does not involve the east coast of Florida. It's further up the coastline, but this is considered to be some of the best clamming and oyster areas on the entire East Coast. And the aquaculture that takes place along the East Coast is a multi-million-dollar industry that, if there was some kind of an accident, God forbid, that this would put that industry in the Carolinas very much in jeopardy. And so the question of whether it's shallow water drilling or deep water drilling, I think, is very important. I think shallow water drilling would probably be something that would be easier to get done. If there was a problem, they could get to it quicker. But deep water drilling, and you don't have to go very far off the coast, do you, Doctor, to get into deep water?
No, I mean, no, you don't. And
you don't,
let's not forget there was 318 Olympic swimming pools of crude with high methane from the Gulf, and another 3 Olympic swimming pools of core exit oil dispersant. This is absolute madness. And by the way, the viewers need to understand, it's all subsidized. You know, if you don't subsidize this offshore drilling, they're not going to do it, Ed. Come on, we're handing the car keys to our children's future to people who are not vested in innovation, our best friend here.
Certainly a mixed message being sent from the White House on exactly where they're going to stand on this. Reese Halter, Doctor, great to have you with us tonight. I appreciate your time. Always a pleasure. Coming up. Thanks.